Hey boys, welcome back to some more Cricket 19 My Player Career. Continuing on with the JLT Sheffield Shield. Going to be taking on Victoria in this encounter. Playing at the MCG, so it should be a good match. We've, our form. I talked about this. I think a fair bit last episode that I think our test call up can't be too far away. Because our first class 4-day cricket form has been exceptional, and we're going to call heads here. Hopefully, I pretty much always call heads, and I'd say, there we go. Heads never fails. It's not the way the rhyme goes, but it works pretty well in this one. So every time we win, of course we're going to bat. I'm not going to come out here and have a bowl first. That's foolish. It's very foolish, dude. And Matty Renshaw, Joe Burns, going to be opening up here with Labuschagne and then myself. It's a pretty handy top order. Then you got the young fella Hazlitt, and then it gets on the game it gets a little weak in the middle order. But in real life, Pearson's decent, but then Wildermuth and Michael Nisa, both good quality all rounders. Nisa is a very good all rounder. He's like a as we come out here, look at the score, 2 for 232. It's a day-night match here, so this is a very good start. The run rate is almost 5, and boy oh boy, this is domination at the minute. We've got a great opportunity to come out and just play pretty freely, which we do regardless. But if we get out cheaply, it's not gonna affect the team too much. But yeah, Michael Nisa, I honestly think he's a bit of the unlucky man in Australian cricket. Like, he's never, he sort of passed the point as this one. I thought I creamed this one. Full toss, ideal timing, and it just it didn't even it got close to the road, but it definitely it did not hurry across the outfield. So maybe it's pretty lush. Although it should have bounced off the wickets there, the practice pitches. So a bit strange. That one just held up in the outfield. Maybe a little bit of rain earlier potentially. But yeah, getting back to Nisa, he's just a good cricketer. Give me Michael Nisa over Mitchell Marsh any day of the week, dude, as we almost just guide that one straight to the slips. That would have been a bit of a disastrous way to get out. But all those chances given to Mitchell Marsh, bloody Nisa should have got some opportunities, dude, for sure. Just a better cricketer. Like, Michael Nisa is a far and away better bowler than Marsh, and batting wise, on paper, Marsh is definitely, if he was in the team, he's a batting all-rounder. If Nisa was in the team, he'd be a bowling all-rounder, but I still think Nisa is probably a better batter than Mitchell Marsh as well. So, I think he's a bit unlucky. I don't think he's really going to get a chance anymore. He's not even that old. He's getting up there for sure, but he's quality. He's a quality player, but that's how it goes. I'm actually looking him up a little bit here. How old is he? Looking at his stats quickly as we continue here. Get a little flick off the pads, but his first class. What is this? Bowling or batting, dude? Okay. Sorry for the pause in the commentary. I'm trying to look it up. But that one, I think we've got a little inside edge. We were very late on it. That was extremely close to being out. We got a little tickle on it, but I think, okay, yeah, his stats, I don't know if these are completely up to date. They seem a little off, but his first class stats for batting, I think this is fairly accurate, but his first class batting stats, 25 average, 25.8, which isn't the best, but as a bowling all rounder, pretty good. His bowling in first class cricket is average of 26.8. I mean, that's very good. That's very solid. So, you know, and actually, while I look this up quickly, I'll look at like the same stats for Mitchell Marsh to see what his are. Maybe his are actually better. I actually honestly don't know. We'll have a quick gander, because, you know, it's always interesting to me. First class average, because sometimes guys like this, sometimes their stats are a bit, well, not unpredictable, but because they've been given so many chances in like the test side and they really haven't performed, you sort of forget that their stats in Sheffield Shield and the first class stuff has been actually pretty good. But looking here, no, I don't want. Yeah, go to first class, not test matches. So yeah, first class batting average 32. If he was in there as a bowling all-rounder, yeah, that's okay. And then his bowling average of 31. So, you know, I guess it's the thing with that. You know, you're not going to look at either of those two guys and say one of them is far and away better, and probably both of them don't really deserve it. Although, I mean, 26. A bowling of average of 26 in first class cricket, that's pretty good. You know, that's pretty good. And obviously more wickets. I think in general, like, the bowling averages are lower in Sheffield Shield because of, you know, the quality isn't quite as strong as internationals generally anyway. So you are going to get more wickets, probably a little bit more frequently. The pitches might be a little bit better suited to bowling in certain situations. Then, you know, the creator's not going to be too stingy about, you know, leaving it covered and all that. But, you know, a bowling average like that and a batting average like that, I would 100% pick a Michael Neser with that type of bowling over Marsh with like a, you know, a 5-run batting average benefit. Because, let's be real, that 5-run batting average plus, it doesn't really translate into test match cricket regardless. And I think having the better bowler in a situation is just far and away a better thing. But it seems like all of this a bit of a moot point anyway. It seems like Australian cricket is really starting to go away from the all-rounders. I mean, mainly because we just haven't had an excellent all-rounder for a long time. I mean, it's funny because everyone gave so much shit to Shane Watson, but I mean, Shane Watson was an outstanding all-rounder for Australia. Very, very underrated. He definitely, you know, I can see why people didn't particularly like him. I didn't particularly like him either. But, you know, his stats as an all-rounder in test matches, I mean, and pretty much all forms of cricket, really stood up. And he probably wasn't given the credit he deserved when he played. And I think the big reason for that is because he was so high, like he was opening the batting. And, you know, if he wasn't scoring hundreds, as an opening batter, he was, you know, bagged out a bit. But then he was bowling very handy overs and taking wickets. So, you know, ever since Shane Watson, you know, it's been a bit of a struggle. And Australia has always, you know, wanted to have an all-rounder in the side. But I think, I don't know, the way the team is sort of balanced now, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting because there's a few spots definitely up for grabs in the Australians. Oh, jeez. That's a rank shot right there. But there's definitely some spots up for grabs. I think the middle order is still pretty damn weak with the batting. Tim Payne, this one is a big appeal. Not out, I wouldn't imagine. They're looking at, well, the Hawkeye's showing up, so it must have been pretty close. Pitch outside off. Okay, yeah, it hit us outside the line of off stump just, and it was going on to hit the stumps, but coming down the track there, we just got outside the line of the off peg, as we're struggling away. Honestly, we've been out here for a while, And we're 24 off 40. It's been a struggle. Usually, I mean, I guess it does coincide with the fact we're coming out in the sort of the twilight period here, coming into nighttime. So it's the tougher time to bat. We've been thrown out here with a huge score on the board already. So we're looking a little, compared to the other batters, we're looking a little shoddy. But you know, we're digging in. 28 off 41. That was a very lucky little edge over the keeper. Love it. But Matty Renshaw up the other end, he's slowed up as well. He was going a fair bit quicker before, and you know, just this time of the day, just gotta restrain yourself slightly. But yeah, like I was talking about, there's a few positions up for grabs, but even with, you know, if the team stayed the same as or similar to the Ashes team, you know, they do have some choices in terms of like all-round ability, like Labuschagne. I'm very happy he got selected finally. Obviously the situation was a bit crazy how he got into the team, but I always thought he should have been there. And I mean, he provides some good all-round ability. He's a decent leg spinner, honestly. And I hope, you know, it's a tough one because obviously if you're in the team for batting, you know, you're going to be in the nets batting. You're going to be batting practice all day, every day. You know, you want to make sure you're scoring runs. You want to make sure you're in form with the bat, and you know, that's number one priority. But there's always the thing there that potentially the all-round ability of the bowling, the spin bowling, it could fall by the wayside. Now, you know, what would you rather? Would you rather someone just focus on the batting solely, and you know, let's say his average was around let's just say in a long time his average was around 45, and he was decent with the ball as well. He had a little bit of spin in him. His bowling was pretty good. Average with the bat 45. Or would you rather him just focus solely on the batting, you know, and let's say his average in that scenario would have been up around 50. You know, 50 to 55, somewhere around there. You know, obviously it's a hypothetical, but he didn't bowl any spin. He didn't have any part-time ability. He sort of just let his bowling go adrift. Well, you know, as a fan, what would you rather? As a team situation, what would you rather? I don't know. It's a tough one because obviously if you do just focus on your batting, it's going to get better, as that's a glorious shot, just flicking it off the pad. That's probably my favorite shot in the game. That and like pull shots in this game are beautiful, but the little flick off the pads through mid wicket and wide mid on, it's a great shot. It's a very enjoyable shot to play, as we struggling along from to 37 off 61. So it's not getting any quicker, but we're digging in. We're batting well. But yeah, that's the thing. If you know, focus solely on batting, obviously it's going to improve. Yeah, in a perfect world, there's obviously form slumps thrown in there as well. But you know, would it be better to do that, or you know, would you like him to you know, try to continue with his spin and bring that on, because he's definitely got some talent as a little part-time spin option. So you know, it's interesting, and you know, there's other guys. I mean, even if Travis Head remains in the team, I think, honestly, people like, a lot of like the commentators really talk up Travis Head as, right here, our innings, our tough innings is going to end right here. Just, I don't know if it was a slow ball. No, not a slow ball. We played it late, so it might have been a bit quicker, but we just couldn't get any timing in this innings. Just chipped it straight back to Pattinson. Absolutely gimme of a catch. Matt Renshaw getting a big 100, and Joe Burns, our two openers, doing great work, as Victoria are now in, and they are in some big trouble here. We're coming in 5 for 49. They trail by 450 runs. Sam Harper, Seb Gotch at the crease. It's a pretty good time to come on and have a bowl. This is a bit of a tough time for Victoria and the fans watching here today. But yeah, Travis said, I find it a little strange that everyone is sort of the commentators love Travis Head, and they're acting like he could be the next captain. Dude, he's gotta get better with the bat. He's a sole batter in the team, but even he's got a little, you could do the odd part-time spinners. Right here, we're gonna pick up Seb Gotch, the keeper, once again, superhuman. I can't stand that though, because it was going straight to the man at slip, like sort of a fifth slip, even like a gully. He's around there, but it was going straight to that man in the field, but the keeper just teleports across and takes it. It's like, why even have slips in the game? The keeper is ridiculous. He's gonna go on big time for this one. Don't know if he got a little tickle on it. Probably missing the stumps regardless for an LB shout, but it's worth a shout. Pattinson, not bad with the bat. A bit of a handy tail ender here. So yeah, Travis said, I just find it a little strange. He's sort of, as again. Oh my god, dude. Jimmy Pearson, just sliding across there, just get into the mids. James Pattinson, he's not happy. He's not happy at all. That's a fairly typical Pattinson reaction as well. That's good to see. But enough about the Australian Test side. There's some T20s going on that no one gives a shit about because Cricket Australia completely sold out cricket to the fans. Just gobsmacked. I can't remember if I talked about this when it happened, but the new deal, or the TV rights that got signed by Cricket Australia, just an absolute joke, dude. I mean, Australia, it's unbelievable. The summer of cricket has started. There's a T20 series in Australia against Sri Lanka, who are not going great, but I mean they're one of the better T20 sides. So it's a going into it was probably seen as like a pretty good comp going in. As again oh god, dude, look at this catch, unbelievable. But it's another good wicket, 3 wickets down, beautiful bowling. But it's the start of the Australian cricket summer, and it's not on free to air TV. Who cares? It's just baffling. Cricket Australia are complete morons. Let's be real, they are complete morons. Obviously, they got paid a lot for the TV rights, but they're gonna kill the game. They're gonna kill the game. I mean, cricket is obviously, I wouldn't say it's declining, but 50 over cricket is definitely on the decline. T20 cricket, international T20 cricket, I feel like it's a bit hit or miss for sure. International T20 cricket can be extremely boring because I feel like more often than not it is a complete smash up from one team. So that's why Big Bash or IPL and other T20 leagues around the world are better than this international cricket. And Cricket Australia is basically killing off that, because I can't remember the exact rights, but I feel like pretty much every international 50 over and T20 is not on free to air TV. I can't remember exactly, but I think that's how it is. And then test matches are, but how absurd? How absurd is that? They're getting a short-term profit gain to the detriment of the game. And I mean, okay, I don't know how long the TV rights last for, but let's say they get a couple of years of good gains, but then when no one gives a shit about T20 and 50 over internationals anymore, the next TV rights deal is going to be substantially lower because people aren't going to spend that much money on it, and then people aren't going to watch it because they don't care about it. It makes my blood boil that the new summer has started and people aren't even watching it. But there's the game. I just barely even talked about it, but we are going to win very comfortably. Set up by Renshaw and Burns on the first day here, getting hundreds, and I mean we bowled pretty well. We got 3 wickets in the first innings. Did we even bowl in the second innings? We didn't get a wicket regardless. Did we bowl? Oh yeah, we did bowl some overs. We just didn't get any wickets. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Make sure to like and comment, and I'll see you in the next one.